What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the WRESTHINGS podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem.
You know what's mad? I love Seth here. Seth is not going to beat that. I've always been that type of person. I'm like, you know what? If Seth leaves WWE, he's going to be able to show the world, innit? As of now, I can't lie. What I've been seeing from him, I don't know if he's playing up to these back injuries, but I can't lie. He's not going to beat the allegations of he can't hang.
Based on what we see,
he's not going to be able to beat the allegations.
He won't. But
it scares me because I've been caping for him for years. Like, you know what? You see when Seth leaves WWE, it's a wrap for everyone.
No, I mean, it doesn't scare me because
at
the same time,
I think he can hang.
Remember, ego. By the time he gets out, if he's free to ever do anything like that, his ego is going to put him into a place where he's now risking his life to show people.
But wait, am I watching something else? Because I feel like he can hang. He was doing shit that match. So I'm like,
he can.
He can. I mean,
you want to see that WWE?
He's pacing. I can't lie.
You see Seth Rollins? Okay. He's like Rock Lee in anime. When you take the weights off, he's gonna be different. When you take them WWE shackles off,
I can't see it.
I think
moving different.
Tyler Black.
I think the conversation of can Seth hang? He can absolutely hang. For me, I've always been on the skeptical note of how upper echelon is he? Because for me, I think he's A, not S. I don't think he's. I think I've always put Seth Rollins as like an A class, not an S class. That's just me, and that's the contention I feel where people have. I think everyone acknowledges Seth is good. It's just where some people have him ranked as like he's the premier of the premier of the premier, and I have him as an A.
Will take him to the next level.
I have him as an A. Before Seth joins WWE, nobody could ever have that debate
for sure.
Whereas
Tyler
now,
Black, yeah.
Whereas now, like you're saying,
he's got mileage and
every man outside, bro. They're running like 200
they're going
miles per
Super
hour.
Saiyan 4,
and sometimes with the way Seth wrestles, it's like he's wrestling at 50 miles per hour. I don't know,
it does.
I don't know if it's mainly because of the wrestling that he's having.
He's wrestling 50 mile per hour guys as well.
And it's like
I was gonna say that is his opponents to blame.
But
I don't know if that could work because I feel like the standard of WWE's in-ring wrestling has improved. This ain't like
still allowances. What you're allowed to do.
I mean, look, hear me out. Okay, I mean, you get a glimpse of it. Like for example, Seth versus Cesaro. I always bring this back up. That was the best. I think that's
WrestleMania.
That's the best match I've seen Seth do. Like him and Cesaro will get him. Okay. Like it was fast. It was nice and fast.
I think that one got 4.5.
Yeah, nearly got 5.
For example, obviously 2 completely different styles. Granted, but for example, like. Why do you think Gunther gets all the love and accolades and the praise in terms of... Because when people talk about Gunther, there's no debate of, because he's in WWE, he's not one of the best. But Gunther, people just give him the flowers. What do you think separates Gunther from Seth in terms of why are people so quick to give Gunther his flowers?
I'll tell you why. Again, I think it's down to opponents and the way Gunther wrestles people. Gunther's one of the big... When I mean biggest, I'm talking biggest in terms of stature and physique. He's a big wrestler. He beats people up. Yeah. Whereas Seth is like, he's got that
hybrid kind of
hybrid physique. He's got the Kenny Omega physique. He's got like I feel like people expect him to run at that. And people have seen him. Gunther's wrestling the same way he was wrestling in Indies.
Gunther's 5-star matches in WWE, which admittedly he's got more than Seth at this point.
Yeah,
have all come against opponents where he can literally wrestle how he was wrestling on the Indies.
Like he never changed his style.
McIntyre, Sheamus, Dragunov.
Yeah.
He's just flogging guys the same way he was flogging guys before. Didn't have to change his style. He fits a certain, or ticks a certain box, if you like. I won't even argue with your point of, Seth being A, S or whatever. I think that's a very good way to put it. I would say, for me, he is either bottom of S or top of A. Whatever way you want to put it, that's exactly where he lives.
Mexico, remember, there's no bottom or top. It's either you're
I know.
We said it last week.
I can't lie. No, you can't be in both. It's true.
You can't be in both.
It's literally one or the other.
It's like uni though. Like for example, like you all got a first, but there's somebody who just squeezed the first, and then somebody who's
in there,
who's just first.
Yeah.
You got 100% marks in it. I think with Seth, I feel like obviously internet's hyperbolic in it. Some people say he's air. I've never said he's air. Just when it comes to Seth, and maybe it's because of the environment. I've just never seen like outside of Tyler Black. I've never seen, oh my god, undisputed. Because I've undisputed. This guy's the best in the world. I haven't seen that in WWE.
But then
yet.
I think
I saw that in Tyler
alone,
Black.
Saying that alone is then obviously the difference that Tyler Black and Seth Rollins are two different people. So that has to be taken into consideration.
New matchups. Can new matchups help?
I think he needs to face someone like a Dragon Lee or someone.
Someone needs to bring it out of him.
Dragunov or
Like a Kamala Hayes.
Someone needs to bring it out of him.
Literally, like, because we've been seeing what's been happening with NXT UK and NXT, like, now they're able to kind of wrestle that kind of stuff. Where there's no crutches on them. Like, nobody's telling you, you know what? Of course, you can't do the power drive. There's certain things you can't do. You can wrestle.
If he was about like 2018, 2019 NXT takeover, then what I
Ridiculous.
I think then that would have answered these questions, innit?
Because I feel like Seth's like, because the matches Seth's been most critically came from of recent memories, the Cody match, right?
Yeah, that was 5 stars.
Exactly.
Oh, 5 stars? 5 stars? Oh, good.
Yeah. Exactly.
I forgot about that.
The caliber of opponent brought it out of him. Like Cody's
That's what I'm saying.
excellent.
Opponents, right?
Cody's an excellent wrestler. It's just for me, when I look at like Seth's individual work, I'm like, this is very, very good work. I just don't know whether it's like top tier amazing work. Sometimes I'm like, that's kind of slow. That's kind of
we tend to make excuses. I won't lie. We tend to make excuses because it's WWE, and we can still say obviously WWE don't focus on storytelling. They don't focus on this. They don't focus on that. They don't care about matches. Like it's just
WWE.
They don't.
Don't focus on storytelling.
I wouldn't say not as much as other places.
Or like in ring storytelling.
Oh, in ring, okay.
They don't.
I mean, the back thing is
priority.
still
Entertainment is their priority.
Yeah, okay.
So this is what I mean. I don't want to keep giving Seth excuses. Like I'm not. It's not like I have a secret agenda and I want him to be the best in the world. Like
I want him to be the best in the world. I can't lie.
Oh, I don't really care.
I like him.
I want him to be in the conversation for best in the world. But of course, that's a great conversation to have and be in and around.
And you know he wants you. He definitely wants to be.
Oh yeah.
He
wants to be.
He says it all the time.
Of course,
he wants to be in the conversations.
But that's for me. If he's to leave WWE, that's the only reason he's leaving.
For sure.
To cement his name in this conversation of his current classmates.
I'm going to be honest here. We need to remember, Rollins is older now. He's 34, 35. He's had an ACL injury. If he was to leave, unfortunately, he's not going to operate as Tyler.
No.
He may not be Tyler Black, but ego will carry.
Yeah,
do you know how that argument...
It will shorten his career. His career will definitely be short.
That's fine. That's a long career.
For example, Laps, do you know who exactly you're talking about? Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson, neck retired, littered with injuries, but when he came to AEW, bruv, bang up.
But at the same time, we can clearly see Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson are two different people.
He's made of noodles.
He's made of noodles, man.
Hey, but I can't lie.
Squeeze a packet.
No, it's true.
Excuse the packet, put the pan.
It's true. But like to continue the Rock Lee analogy, Laps did.
He's guy sensei, bro.
When you go to that upper level, it comes with sacrifice. It comes with, but the thing is, the sacrifice as a viewer. So you see, if Danielson retires next year, I have nothing more to ask of him. Do you know what I'm saying? I leave the game. I leave Daniel satisfied with this AEW run.
So ego is definitely a conversation because we can see Danielson's killing himself right now. And it's not like he's killing himself to keep up with these man. He's there, but it's ego to show like
I'm the best. Know who I am.
So ego is definitely a thing that can kick in to bring you to another level.
What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the WRESTHINGS podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem.